that respects Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity represents the best outcome.
USA Radio News.
My leg was painful, red, and swollen just doing the crossword puzzle. I could have put off telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
He told his doctor and found out his leg pain, swelling, and redness are deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to the lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. If you have one or more of these symptoms, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
If I'm going to work from my home office, I need my home office to work for me.
It's possible at Staples. To be most productive, my home office needs to have everything my office has. Also possible because your local Staples store has the tools your business needs to get work done from home. And right now, you can save up to 40% on select chairs to put the finishing touch on your home office. Explore what's new at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 2/26. In-store only while supplies last.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
Here's the latest from the College of Central Florida. On Tuesday, February 22nd, at 8:35 a.m., Dr. Raphael Robinson will tell us about Preview Night. That's coming up at CF Ocala's campus. Tune in to find out about the programs, services, and clubs that will be on hand to answer all your questions about enrolling at CF. So make sure to join Ocala Talks at 8:35 on February 22nd.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Friday, Galen, from Light South joins us. He does every day. Brought to you by the good folks at Palm Garden Health Rehabilitation Center, Penn Flooring, and JustShip.net. Galen, during the break, I did a little homework. And I whittled it down to 15 clubs.
They say a little knowledge is deadly. By the way, Brookline this year, Brookline, the oldest course in America, made famous by a certain movie.
Yep.
With Mr. Omet, it's going to be fascinating to see if they can modernize that course.
Yeah,
because in '88, that's of course the front end of Curtis Strange's back-to-backs. They killed that. By the way, one of the most exciting playoffs you'll ever see with him and Nick Faldo. Pretty cool. Pretty exciting.
Sounds like you're about to get dive bombed by a hawk or something.
It's a crow. I'm sitting on my back porch. Got a blood drive at Forest High School that I'm going to after we get off the radio. So I'm just sitting on my porch, and that crow is not happy with me.
So I whittled it down to 15 courses, and I think we should take 9 courses. Is that good? 9 courses or 8? 8 or 9? Which number?
Here's my and by the way, I've got buddies that I drink with, and we put a lot of effort into this. You have 9, and then the 10th is a wild card. So if you want to bring one in that everybody's talking about, right?
You could bring it in.
Then you can do it, right? The 10th year is a wild card, and then you do it all over.
So here we go. You
ready? So every 10 years you get a different one.
Here you go. Ready? Now I'm gonna put the ones that I think I'm gonna give you the ones I think first that are givens that don't even have to be discussed. Okay?
But again, they have to be willing to host no other golf tournament for the PGA. They can have senior opens and all that.
Okay, here we go.
Nothing else.
Pinehurst number 2.
Absolutely. For no other reason than one, they can do what they have enough land. They can do whatever they want.
Whatever they want there.
And 2, the greens there are epic. Ask Corey Pavin.
Okay.
They affectionately call Rat Bull.
I think this is one that is Bethpage Black.
I'm slowing down because it's a muni course, and I know everybody. That's why everybody wants it there.
The black course is long.
That's on my possibilities, but we'll see what else you got. This is in no particular order, right?
No particular order. Shinnecock Hills. All right.
Absolutely dead on. That would be like my number 2
after Pinehurst.
Number 3 ranked course. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Pinehurst is definitely in the top 3. It's not number 1.
All right, ready?
Go ahead.
Wingfoot.
Absolutely, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another muni course.
I mean, look at the history matters at the U.S. Open.
Here's another.
Right?
Here's another.
Think about who's won there.
Yeah.
Phil's collapse, which therefore makes me happy, was at Wingfoot.
It was.
So,
where he hit the scoreboard.
It was fantastic.
This is
you don't like to cheer. I don't like to cheer at other people's misery.
I do.
But did I? Yes.
Here's another muni course, and they would have to agree to give up the AT&T, but Pebble Beach.
It's a fantastic course. It's a great host. The weather from one day to the next changes, which is what I really like.
Especially in the summertime.
Yeah. And it's arguably the most gorgeous blimp shots in the entire
But would they give up the AT&T?
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That would be the decision.
Okay, here's another one.
Or they just maybe they moved the AT&T to Spyglass.
Here's another one.
Or something.
Medina.
Medina's on my the last time they had one at Medina, it didn't hold up very well. I do really love that course. They've had Ryder Cups there. What was the last U.S. Open? 90s?
It was in the 90s, I think.
I'm not sold on that one, but it would probably be on my list. So, yeah, the U.S. Open there was one of those great ones. So, yeah, I'll put Medina on there. I have no problem.
Medina's on there, okay. Okay, so now we got
in the
we have 4 on there so far.
They got a PGA coming up, right?
Yeah, they do. Okay, here's another one.
Yeah.
Here's another one. The Olympic Club.
Yes, and
Okay, so now we got 5.
Yep.
Colonial's
interesting.
They'd have to give up a tournament though.
Yeah, that's why it's interesting, and because it's not a. It's right on the edge, right? It's right there on the edge. I'll put it in for now. And see, but it's in a part of the world that they don't play a lot, right? I mean, because then you get into that Texas wind and the heat's an issue.
Because it's the middle of July. It's late July, so the heat could be 103 degrees.
I mean, they haven't hosted an Open in the modern era.
I think the last one in Colonial was in the 50s.
I think it may have been before that.
No, let me go look.
I think it may have been before that.
Well, let's go look.
I don't know any of the U.S. Open winners before, like, 75.
Let's look. Oh, you don't know anything before 75. Let's see. The last time that Colonial hosted a golf tournament, a U.S. Open. Okay, we're definitely here. See, we're in the 80s now. We're still not there.
No, I don't think they've had one in it.
Hazeltine, that's
I know they haven't. I know they haven't. Yeah.
No, there, no. No.
Somebody in the car is screaming the exact year right now. That's the great thing about this. Somebody is really frustrated. I'm telling you, I think it was in the 40s.
It may have been.
I know they've hosted it. I know they hosted it because every time you watch that tournament, they talk
1941.
There you go. I mean, it was. I'm assuming it was in June. Yeah. So, I mean, it may have been right before the breakout or during the breakout of, right? Because it's always the first week of June.
Right. It was right before,
So does that mean that the final round was played on June 7th, 1941?
Yeah, but June 7th, 1941 is not a very important date. December 7th, 1941 is an important date.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Gosh, I was getting
June
D-Day
6th, 1944 was an important
June 6th.
date.
Yeah, I got. I'm sorry. Transpose my date.
Right.
I have problems.
So,
but again, 1941. I don't think people were worried about who won the golf tournament in Texas.
So here we go, Riviera.
So that's why it's interesting. I understand it because it is an interesting course. So that's why it's on my possible list. Riviera's in.
Riviera's in.
Riviera's in.
Okay.
Because we don't have anything else in that southwest area.
Okay, here's another one. Torrey Pines.
Now we're going back to. I love Torrey Pines.
I know you do. It's a San Diego golf course.
I love Torrey Pines, but I don't want too many courses in California.
All right.
And this is why it's not on the list. They kill it. They just absolutely kill it. And it's landlocked. They can't do any more with that course, so it's off.
Here we go. Baltusrol.
Now, caveat. If Pebble Beach doesn't want to give it up, give up the AT&T, we go to Torrey Pines. Because Torrey Pines will give up their weak little tournament every day of the week.
Baltusrol.
Phenomenal course. That's in. That's in.
So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are definitely in. So we only got 2 more. And here we go. Oakmont.
I love Oakmont. So much history there. Gary Player won Oakmont, right? That's the course that made him famous. But they can overpower the place now. But yeah, I got to have Oakmont on there. I mean, Arnold Palmer won there.
Last time it hosted the U.S. Open.
Come on.
2016.
Right.
No,
and what was the
and
final?
it's scheduled for 2025.
Right, I knew that. Oakmont wasn't 2016, was it?
Yeah, 2016.
All right.
Yep.
What was the final score?
I don't have that right in front of me. I don't have that right in front of me.
-2?
I don't have that right in
all
front of me.
All right.
Okay.
I love Oakmont. Oakmont's in.
Oakmont's in. So we got one more to get in, and we got some maybes and all. We still got stuff on the list. Okay, here we go. Inverness.
No. No prestige, no honor. It's a hard course, maybe. No.
It
Inverness is
hosted
out.
a lot of U.S. Opens, but hosted them before 1950.
That's why it doesn't count.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, granted, it would be incredible to have it in Birmingham.
No.
personal-
Inverness is in Minnesota.
I'm kidding. There is an Inverness, and it's in Shelby County. That's an old joke.
Okay.
Sorry.
Here we go. Two more that you haven't heard yet. Oakland Hills.
Come on, man.
Oakland Hills
Mm-hmm.
in Detroit. Just burnt down.
It's out. I mean, it's just not. They can't do anything to make it U.S. Open proof. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out.
Marion.
Oh, knew you were going to say Marion. I don't think so.
It's a
Nope.
great golf course, though.
I don't think it's USA worthy.
When was the last time it held a U.S. Open? 1981.
Long time.
1981.
No, I think they had one in the mid 2013. I think
Was
they
that
had
when it
one.
was?
Yeah.
Let me look.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it puts us in that Philly area, which would be great
Yes,
for golf.
2013. Yeah.
And that's the Justin Rose win, right?
Yeah. Justin Rose.
Because he beat Phil Mickelson.
Wait, I got one more. I forgot this one. I got one more. You ready?
But they've got a bunch coming up in the future, so maybe they can make it a little tougher.
You ready?
Yeah.
The Country Club.
Brookline?
Yep.
Let's see how this year goes. They haven't hosted one in a long time, so I just love Brookline. What a gorgeous! When you think of golf in America, you think of
Brookline.
Arguably two places: Augusta
and Brookline,
Pebble Beach, and Brookline.
Yeah.
Right. Those are you could if you showed a picture and say, oh yeah, that's American golf. Augusta, Brookline, Pebble Beach. Not necessarily in that order. I think Brookline would be the third of that because it's arguably the most famous clubhouse in the United States. Right? That clubhouse, Oakland was there, but I think Brookline's just special.
So we whittled it down to 8 with some maybes. Here are the maybes: Colonial, Bethpage, and Pebble Beach. Because Pebble Beach and Pebble Beach would have to give up a tournament to get the U.S. Open.
I'm putting Marion in.
Marion is in.
Marion is in because that's a tough course.
It really is a hard golf course.
Marion is in. Marion is in, and I want that Mid-Atlantic area. I think that's important to golf. We have nothing in the Midwest, do we? What do we got in the Midwest?
Okay, here's what we got. We got Baltusrol.
Yeah, let's do it again.
We got Baltusrol. Okay.
Yep.
Baltusrol is in. Why can't I remember where Baltusrol is? Why am I having a moment where I can't remember where Baltusrol is?
Well, I mean,
Baltusrol is in Springfield, New Jersey.
It's in Springfield, yeah.
Okay.
It's another. It's in that New York area, which is important.
We got Baltusrol.
And again, that's why you have to put them in the map.
We got Medina. Yeah. Medina's in the Midwest. Medina's in Illinois.
That's correct. That's a good one.
Okay.
Yep.
Riviera, California. Shinnecock Hills. Shinnecock Hills is in Southampton, New York.
Yeah, I know that's why I think it's 4 right there, and then
we got Oakmont. Oakmont is in Oakmont, Pennsylvania.
Correct. Another Midwest.
Pinehurst is in North Carolina.
That's more the south. You know what you didn't say The Atlantic Golf Club.
The Atlanta Athletic
what do you call
Club?
it?
The Atlanta Athletic Club?
I would probably have to have that on there. I'd have to do some research. I haven't looked at that.
No, they don't have any more room there.
They don't.
No,
they don't.
It's only like 7,300 yards, and they don't have any more room.
And it's so hot.
Yeah, but
in June.
They just don't have any more room. They just don't have any more room there. They just don't.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't add it, because I know that golf course, and they don't have the room.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Wingfoot is in Merrimack, New York. We got a bunch of this northeastern here, but that's where golf in the U.S. But that's where the golf in the U.S. started. You know.
I love Wingfoot. Wingfoot's phenomenal.
Marion.
Yeah.
Where is Marion?
Isn't that in Maryland? Is that right?
Marion is in Attleboro, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, or that's right, Pennsylvania. Yep.
And then the Olympic Club, which is in San Francisco.
Yeah, and so we go East Coast, West Coast every other year, and then throw in the Texas, and the Illinois. I think I'd be okay with that. I think I'd be okay with that because it would give you enough. You could spread those California and New England,
you know what I'm
Mid-Atlantic
surprised
areas
with,
enough.
You know what always surprises me? With all you know what the largest golf association is in the world? It's the USGA.
USGA?
Right, the USGA.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what the second largest golf association is in the world? The
PGA?
the RNA.
Oh, that's right, the RNA.
You know what the third largest golf association is in the USA? The PGA.
PGA. Yeah.
You know what number 4 is?
No.
The Florida Golf Association.
Oh, that makes sense.
The Florida State Golf Association.
You can't host the U.S. Open.
But
you can't host the U.S. Open in Florida.
By the way, it would be way too hot.
You can't.
It would be way too hot. But what course in Florida is USGA appropriate for a U.S
Well, the TPC could be. I mean,
but it's got the players. It's got the Players Championship.
Well, I mean, what could you do with Copperhead? What could you do with? I mean, there's like 7 or 8 golf courses in Miami area that are just
Doral. You could probably.
Doral's hosted a PGA. So is Copperhead. But in June, right when you're playing golf and let's be honest, the U.S. Open, it's a 4.5, 5-hour round of golf.
And it's 95 degrees with 90% humidity.
Yeah, depth would be on the table.
Hey, by the way, I played in that. I enjoy. I enjoy teeing off. I enjoy teeing off it. No, I literally like teeing off at 12:30 in the afternoon in July and August. I love it.
Yeah, but you're not grinding the way these guys.
No, but you know why I love it? Because nobody else is in my way. Nobody's out there.
Nobody's out there.
Nobody.
Well, I mean, you do realize like fans would die.
Oh.
No, and I am dead serious. People would
stroke.
die.
Oh, it'd be bad heat stroke.
And it would rain every single day, and you'd be
at about
playing
3
on
o'clock in the
Wednesday.
afternoon. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
You'd be playing on Wednesday. It's not. It wouldn't be.
They're never going to host
again,
the U.S.
I
Open
would
here.
look. I want people to suffer because of the golf course, not because of God.
Well, that's another reason why.
Even Mother Nature.
That's another reason why even in Atlanta, like Prestwick is just as good as the Atlanta Athletic Club, and Prestwick still has room to make it longer. But Atlanta in June, it's 90 degrees with 90% humidity.
There's no wind. There's no wind.
There's zero wind.
Is there a place even in like
I tell you,
Savannah area?
Yeah, there is.
Savannah.
There is. You go play the Jekyll Island course.
Well, there's like 7 of them.
Yeah, but you go play the Jekyll Island Inn, the one that Donald Ross designed. It sits right on the ocean.
Okay.
You could make that with rough and everything, even though it's only 7,180 yards from the tip. You could make that because it's dog-legged and everything. You could make that course really, really difficult to play because it's already tight, and the USGA could make it tighter.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. They can move things, and again, I really believe the USGA should just form a committee of 10 people, pick 9 courses, and get this done.
And by the way,
because
there are dunes and all at the Jekyll Island Club that could extend tee boxes and everything. They could add another 200 yards to that course without too much effort.
But there's a lot of courses like that they could make.
The King and the Prince, the King and the Prince could be done that way.
I mean, there's a lot of them. And I think
we didn't even think about the courses on Hilton Head, the dunes.
No. If the U.S. Open, if the Hilton had hosted U.S. Open, the whole city, you just couldn't drive.
Oh, it's the worst.
There is no bigger golf fanatics on planet Earth.
It is traffic circle hell.
They would just say, look, no cars, people.
Yeah, you would have to get shuttle buses and come over the bridge on shuttle buses. You would not be allowed cars on the island.
I tell people this all the time. If you think that the Villages is golf happy,
you have never been to Hilton Head. Exactly. You've never been to Hilton Head.
You don't retire to Hilton Head for any other reason than, look, my goal is to play golf every day until I die.
Let me tell you, when I was in college, the Heritage is the week after the Masters. So when I was in college, and Robert Long, who's the pro,
and there's like 5 professional golfers playing.
Yeah, my buddy Robert Long is the pro at the King and the Prince down in the Brunswick area. But his mom was the accounts receivable manager for the Augusta National. So we would get tickets to the Masters all the time. So we would go to the Masters one weekend where you have to be solemn and you have to watch what you do and you can't run, and if you run, they'll throw you out of the tournament. You got to be real. And then the next week, we'd get tickets to the Heritage, and the only golf tournament more raucous than the Heritage is the Phoenix Open. Because the Heritage is a bunch of drunk college kids and drunk golf enthusiasts that are retired that have nothing else to do but just drink and watch the Heritage Classic. And it's a bunch of drunken revelry. It is like the 17th hole at the TPC on every hole at the Heritage Golf Tournament.
Wow.
It's fantastic. It's a good time. But that what you said about is right. The Villages has no idea that they weren't even close to first. Hilton Head, you think they got golf carts and you think they got golf enthusiasts in the Villages? It's because you've never been to Hardee County, South Carolina.
No, it's true. Hey, by the way, if you do have a connection in Brunswick, let me know. I'd love to play that course.
I do. I know the guy that's a pro.
That would maybe get me willing to break out the clubs if I could play that.
Yeah, I know the guy that's a pro. I'm pretty good friends with him.
I don't like to pay.
We played intramural wiffle. We played intramural wiffle ball together.
I don't like to pay for golf.
Well,
so if I need to do a promotion for him or whatever, I'll do it. But
we'll figure something. I'll talk to Robert, figure something out, because it is a $175 a round golf course.
I know. I go up to Brunswick almost every other week now. So
it is an expensive golf course. Hey, Galen, we know you're going to be at the marathons, the half marathon tomorrow in Gainesville.
Yep.
You're going to be at a blood drive at Forest High School. Tell us about that. We got about 30 seconds.
Well, we're really happy. And again, students make up such a key part of our community's blood supply. And really happy that Forest High School is allowing us to come out there. And that we're expecting a pretty huge turnout between their students and their teachers and the parents. So it is open. If you want to come by, you just have to check in at the office. But as always, you can come right at the Boulevard, 1607 East Silver Spring Boulevard. We're going to be all over the community this weekend, saving lives. So just be a part of that team and give the gift of life, donate blood, save 3 lives.
Galen, I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Bye.
We'll be right back after this timeout on WOCA, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
The Group of Seven, or G7, is prepared for serious dialogue with Russia over the Ukraine crisis, after Western countries and NATO accused Moscow of trying to create a pretext for an invasion with an escalation of violence in Ukraine's conflict with Russian-backed separatists in the eastern part of the country. The separatists have been battling the Ukraine government since 2014.
The Senate voted 65 to 27 on Thursday to pass a stopgap measure to avoid a government shutdown. Government funding was set to expire Friday. Thursday's resolution extends funding through March 11th while Congress works on the details of a full-year spending package. Vice President Kamala